People who do not succeed have one distinguished thing in common: 55 excuses of not doing something, or 55 alibis which people say that we will not be able to do something. That's what Napoleon Hill says in his book, Think and Grow Rich. Published in 1937, with over 500 interviews that Napoleon Hill did with very successful people, he came up with all the learnings in this book. So let's understand the 55 alibis, which Napoleon Hill talks about in the book. If only I didn't have a wife and family. Many times we want to do things, but then we give the excuses. If only I didn't have a spouse and I didn't have family, I would be able to do things that I love. If only I had enough pull or enough motivation to do stuff. If only I had money. A lot of things, they stop at not having enough money to do things. If only I had good education. Yes, we do need education, but what is good education? We can still start what we want to start with as little as education, whatever we have. If only I could get a job. If only I had good health. If only I had time. That's the most favorite of all of us. If only I had time, I would do things. If only times were better. This time is not favorable. I'll wait for times to become better. If only other people understood me. If only conditions around me were different. If only I could live my life over again. If only I did not fear what they would say, what the world would say, what the world would judge me. If only I had been given a chance. Nobody gives you a chance. You go and get your chance yourself. If only I had a chance. Again, nobody's going to go and give you a chance and land it in your lap. You go and get a chance. If only other people didn't have it in for me. If only nothing happened to stop me. Nothing stops us. We stop ourselves. If only I were younger. Today I'm sitting at 46. Can I go back and change things? No. But I can start right from here. If only I could do what I want. So, what stops me from doing what I want? If only I had been born rich. Oh my God. This is one of my favorite when I used to be a child and I used to say, if only I was born with a silver spoon, diamond spoon, platinum spoon in my mouth. But does that matter? If only I could meet the right people. If only I had the talent some people have. If only I dared to assert myself. If only I embraced all the past opportunities. Now, whatever has happened in the past, if only I could have grabbed those opportunities. If only people didn't get on my nerves. Yes, I do get upset when people get on my nerves with their constant follow ups, with their constant phone calls and constant messages, but I still keep going my way. If only I didn't have to keep house and look after children. And I keep hearing this a lot from a lot of my friends who are looking after families. If only I could save some money. So, what stops you from save money? Save money, because money saved is money earned. If only the boss appreciated me. Appreciation is a huge longing that people have, and they give this excuse for not doing something. If only I had somebody to help me. Now, this is where I really go and ask myself, if only somebody helped me, or maybe I need to learn how to ask for help and how to request for help and how to accept help. If only my family understood me. How many of you actually think, oh my God, nobody understands me in this world? If only I lived in a big city. So, does that mean that people living in cities and suburban areas and rural areas are not able to make a difference in their life? Oh, they are absolutely able to make the difference what they want to make. If only I could just get started. So, what stops me from getting started? If only I were free. Oh my God, I don't have time. There is so much to do. I'm not free. If only I had the personality of some people. How many times do we actually look at other people and we become envious of, oh my God, if only I had that kind of personality to do things? If only I were not so fat. I was at a certain time due to health reasons, and today I'm not. So, what mattered most was taking action to not be fat. And here I'm not fat shaming anybody. Here I'm talking about how much do we give our excuses in our daily lives. If only my talents were known. Nobody will know my talent. Nobody knew my talent that I could speak well unless I could come and speak on camera. Nobody knew how much I can face the camera unless I came and spoke on the camera. If only I could just get a break. A lot of my girlfriends that I know, they say, "Oh my God, I deserve that holiday. I want that much needed vacation." You want a break? Go take a break. Nobody's stopping you from taking a break. If only I could get out of debt. What landed you in debt was the bad habits of spending. What will get you out of debt would be the good habit of saving and investing. If only I hadn't failed. Failures are not failures. Failures are the stepping stones to become successful. Failures are needed to learn new things in life. If only I knew how. I didn't know how to record videos. I didn't know how to start a YouTube channel. Nobody knows everything. You get to learning point. So what's the learning curve? If only everybody didn't oppose me, we will find a lot of oppositions. Our ideas, your ideas might be different. Your way of doing things from my way of doing things would be different. People will oppose you, people will oppose me. But does that mean that I don't do what I want to do? No. If only I didn't have so many worries. Life is full of worries. We will have a lot of stresses, we will have worries. It's about how do I manage that? And there will be constant worries. Worries about me, worries about family, worries about health, worries about parents, about children, about school, about universities. There is going to be worries. If only people were not so dumb. I keep joking this with one of my friends, and we always say that people are so dumb. Yeah, they are. Am I not dumb at times? Even I act dumb at times. So, does that stop us from not doing something? If only I could marry the right person. Who's the right person? We never know. And I think people here, if you're in the dating scenario or if you're already married, then you know that it's a gamble. You can never be very sure of your spouse. You only learn that on the way through your relationships. If only my family were not so extravagant. If only I was sure of myself. Are we sure of ourselves? At times, I have been very unsure of myself. But did that stop me from not taking action? I had to make up my mind. I had to have that faith. I had to put those affirmations in my head that even if I'm not sure of myself, I'm going to do what I want to do. If only luck were not against me. Now tell me, how many of you and how many of us and how many of all of us actually blame everything on the luck? Oh, that person has achieved that much because they are lucky. I'm not able to achieve it. Maybe I don't have luck in my favor. Do we blame the luck all the time? Ask yourself. That's a question to ponder upon. If only I had not been born under the wrong star. And coming from the Indian culture, where a lot of people have those thoughts about astrology and being, looking at the horoscope every day, the stars do affect the way our life is to a certain extent, but not to the complete extent. So, is it right to keep blaming our stars for whatever we are facing? If only it were not true that what it is to be will be. If only I had not lost my money. I have lost money in my past. I'm sure you have lost money too. I have faced losses in business. I'm sure you have faced losses in business too. I have faced loss of jobs in the past. I'm sure you have faced loss of jobs too. But can we sit and cry over it? If this had not happened, I wouldn't have landed in the situation. If only I lived in a different neighborhood. The neighborhoods do matter, but how much does that matter? I can still live in a small neighborhood and still create a multi-million dollar business. If only I didn't have a past. There are three tenses that we learn in the English language: the past, the present, the future. And that's how even the timelines are measured: the past, the present, and the future. If only I didn't have a past, we all have a past. If only I had a business of my own. Create one, make one, get into one. What stops you from doing that? If only other people would listen to me. Nobody listens to you? Sit down and you start listening to people. That's the starting point. If only, and this is the greatest of them all, I had the courage to see myself as I really am. These are the 55 alibis which Napoleon Hill talks about in this book, Think and Grow Rich. We keep giving ourselves all of these excuses. We keep discounting ourselves because of all these alibis. I wasn't able to do this because of this. I wasn't able to do this because of this. I wasn't able to take action because of this. And is that the right mindset? This book is not about getting into money and investments. I'm not going to share any investment scenarios over here. Napoleon Hill talks about the mindset. How do we get into the mindset of thinking and growing rich? And what exactly is rich? Creating a business? Getting into better health? Looking at the positive side of life? Rich by mindset first and think about it. So this book is about mindset. Napoleon Hill talks about affirmations, or known as autosuggestions, in the book. Affirmations are positive reinforcement statements that we tell ourselves so that it helps to rewire our brain. And here I'm going to talk about 10 affirmations. And may I request everyone who's listening to this video to close your eyes, and I'm going to repeat some affirmations for you. And repeat after me when I speak. I am worthy of achieving the vision I hold in my heart. I am worthy of achieving the vision I hold in my heart. My mind is focused, clear, and aligned with my goals. My mind is focused, clear, and aligned with my goals. I take consistent steps toward the future I believe in. I take consistent steps toward the future I believe in. I attract people and opportunities that support my purpose. I attract people and opportunities that support my purpose. Every challenge is shaping me into the person I need to become. Every challenge is shaping me into the person I need to become. I believe in the power of my thoughts to shape my reality. I believe in the power of my thoughts to shape my reality. I am building wealth and wisdom with clarity and confidence. I am building wealth and wisdom with clarity and confidence. I deserve success because I am willing to work for it. I deserve success because I am willing to work for it. My dreams are valid. My efforts are valuable. My time is now. My dreams are valid. My efforts are valuable. My time is now. I am becoming the person who already lives the life I envision. I am becoming the person who already lives the life I envision. Very, very powerful affirmations. Listen to these affirmations every day. Write down, pick up and write down the ones that resonate with you and you would want to repeat them daily. use the power of 3 multiply by 6 multiply by 9. Repeat these affirmations that resonate with you 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night before bed. So 3 times in the morning when you wake up, 6 times in the afternoon during your mid break, and 9 times before you go to sleep. The power of affirmations. Very, very powerful. It helps to rewire your brain, sending you messages and signals that this is where I'm going, and you're already living it, and or you're already envisioning what you want to do. And these are auto suggestions. Napoleon Hill also talks about specialized knowledge. Knowledge is power. It becomes power when only it is organized and directed to a specific, definite end. So, knowledge is not about collecting degrees. I'm not against collecting degrees. Go and do all the degrees that you want to collect. Do your bachelor's, master's, PhDs, and MPhils. Knowledge is about learning what matters and then applying it. Without application, knowledge is just some knowledge kept in the library. It's not being applied then. If I know that I need to get fit, I have the knowledge of what to eat, what not to eat, what to exercise, and how to exercise. Just knowing doesn't make a difference. Applying that knowledge will make a difference. And that's where it's about the differences, how to apply, when to apply, and taking the action step. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. One of the chapters in the book that Napoleon Hill talks about is faith. Faith here is not about any particular religion. Faith is the emotional certainty that you have that, yes, this is something I believe in, and I have faith that I'll be able to do it. It is the subconscious which acts when you believe that is going to be true, and especially for yourself. It is about the placebo effect. My last video has been about the placebo effect. Placebo comes from the faith that yes, things will be okay, that yes, I'll be fine, that yes, this pill is going to heal me. And that comes from faith. So faith is about the emotional certainty that we give to ourselves. The missing link between the action and the result is the belief. Do you believe you deserve what you desire? Do you believe that you deserve the desire to be a millionaire? Do you believe it? And if you do not believe it, you will not be able to achieve it. And then comes at the start of all of it is a desire. How strong is that desire? How strong is the fire burning in your belly to do something? How strong is the desire to achieve what you want to achieve in your life? And desire is actually the starting point of all achievement. Hill says most people wish, but very few people want with clarity. Wishing is, I wish I have $1 million. I wish I have a beachside facing villa at Palm Jumeirah. I wish to own a private jet. We have a lot of wishes, but how deep is that burning desire in my belly to now put it into action and start looking at that I've already achieved it and I'm getting through to get to my achievement point. So it's not enough to say that I want success. You need to define it, feel it, and obsess over it. So instead of saying that I want to be successful, what is it that you really want? Define your goal in one statement. Define your goal in that one sharp, clear sentence. Desire. Have you started to work on your mind? What is that one goal? August 2025, here we are. In another 4 months, this year is gone. What is that desire that you want for 2026? What is that goal that you want to put in your one sharp, clear sentence for 2026? The time to get into goal writing for 2026 is now, my dear friends. Let's not wait. Let's take action. Do share your comments, your thoughts, if this video resonates with you, if these learnings from Napoleon Hill's book of Think and Grow Rich resonates with you. And do add in the comments, what is your own thought process of how can we think and grow rich? The power of the mind. Like, subscribe, share. Jaswin Reads. Until next time, keep learning and keep taking action.